Hello guys, my name's Jack and I'm doing a review of the Yamaha YBR Learner's Review. Right, the first thing you'll see is the ignition, the clocks and all the lights at the bottom here. What the lights do here are one, got a yellow fuel injection light, neutral, left indicator bar, right indicator. I will tell you about this bike which I didn't like, is it doesn't have, when you're driving and obviously the engine's on and you can't see, if it's sunny you cannot see that, although there is a little protection there for you to see, you cannot see that, it is impossible. And if you can hear, there is a little tick 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 tick, but it's hardly anything, so when you're driving you cannot hear whether you've got the indicator on or not, so you kind of got to guess. Anyway, the other thing is ignition barrel where you put the key in, if you can see that is plastic, and when I first bought the bike I thought that's cheap and tacky. When I actually thought about it, I thought, well no it's not, because it's basically built on a budget. I mean, it is really reliable, which is why, I mean, it cost me a lot of money, 2,600, but it is reliable and it's from a brand you can trust, Yamaha. And the other thing I liked about this bike, which like other bikes don't have, is really they have an extender bar there, which is extended up, which means if you have a top box like I do, you can see over the top box and the car's behind you. Also, what else do I like about it? The things that I don't like about it is the what's it called now? The indicator switch. On my old one, when you pressed it in, you could actually hear like a click. You could feel a click in your hand, and when you do this, you just can't feel a click, so you don't know whether the indicator's on. And the other problem is, well, you can't see that, so you literally are guessing. But everything else is fine. It feels cheap and tacky, but obviously it's built on a budget. Horn, ignition. Now, also I've got a tank pad, which you want to get one of these, because then if you have keys, well obviously you have keys, and if you scratch all that and rub it and get food on it, it'll get all dirty and you won't be able to get it off. But anyway, that's just a tip. Also, with the fuel cap, if you've just got this bike you might have troubles with it. If you can see, there's a little tip there, and when you put the key in and twist it and take it out, and if you're twisting it and putting the key back in, you're thinking, why is this not going back on? The reason it's not going back on is that little thing there needs to be facing forward, to the tank, and then that'll go on. Right, now let's get off the bike and have a look at it. I love the look of this bike. The pegs don't fold up, that's another thing to say. I've just had the bike about three months now. Oh yeah, the other day I dropped my bike, and yeah, it took it very well. The only problem is there's a little scratch on there, and that popped out, but there's like a thing that goes on there and you just pop it back in, and that's all fine. What else? Oh yeah, on the new one, this is a 2014 one, the new model with the new front, updated, looks modern now, up to date with the CBF. Because before it just had a round light and it just looked crap and out of date, like something out of the 80s. Anyway, and another thing I'm not really sure about is that only has one, I think it's the piston. No, it's not the piston, it only has one brake thing. Instead of it having two, which would help you stop faster and better and give you more confidence in stopping, it only has one. But yeah, I love the bike. And another thing people moan about is this is plastic. If you can see that plastic, which I like that. I think it makes it look. I don't like the chrome. I do not like the chrome at all. I'd much rather the plastic. But if you don't like the plastic, then get a Honda CBF with chrome exhaust on it. Another good feature about this is that you're probably wondering when you get the bike, what is this? What is this little thing? That is to stop you, if you've got the foot on your bike, putting your foot on the engine, which will obviously burn your shoes and burn your feet and you'll have to go to the hospital. I've also fitted a top box on it, which I'll show you how big it is. Official Yamaha top box. So I can get my keys. You can fit a full helmet in, mine is full face, as you can see, and also you can fit a lock in. I do have to say it did cost a lot of money though. I think it cost about £120, which you can get one cheaper, but I chose to get the official Yamaha one. Oh yeah, and from the original 2005 model, the indicators are updated. They used to be square and now they're round. The brake light at the back, that's tiny. There's a tiny little update on that. What else? Yeah, well obviously the exhaust been updated. That used to be full chrome, and then they changed to the black matte, and then they put chrome bits on here which I didn't like, but now they've gone with the plastic, which I like. And also there's the update is that which is supposed to force air into the engine and basically cool it down, because before that wasn't there and it just like looked like the CBF? No, it just, well, looked like a typical Commute 125. But yeah, I love this bike. And the other thing I like is you think, oh yeah, it's cheap. It is cheap, but the parts are good quality. Like for instance, these mirrors on my old Honda Vision. You might think, oh well, that's a scooter. It doesn't make a difference. On my old Honda Vision, these had crappy little things around there, which eventually used to rust, and then there was just no giving it all. It just used to drop. Whereas you don't seem to get it with these. They feel good quality, nice and thick. Which these are also a new edition. I think these were brought in 2010, which are with all the other stuff. They were brought in 2010. That was brought, I think, in 2014. Everything was updated in 2010 except that was updated in 2014. And yeah, they just feel really good quality parts. Love the bike. Nothing much else I can say about it.